Football wins big.
And bowling concludes its fall season.
All this and more coming up on the Penguin Rundown. Hello guys, welcome into the Penguin Rundown. I'm Andrew Peace alongside Cheyenne Gibbons. And Cheyenne, this is only your second time filling in to help us out. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good. It's been a while since I've been here, but I'm always willing to help out the Penguin Rundown crew. It was nice seeing you at the football game this weekend.
Yes, it was. They were very impressive. And let me tell you, the football team was back in action this past weekend as they took on the Duquesne Dukes in the first round of the FCS playoffs, where they dominated the entire game by a final score of 40-7. 3 new Penguins set school records during the game, with senior quarterback Mitch Davidson setting 2 of his own with 316 through the air and with the most passing yards in a single season with 2,801. Senior receiver Bryce Oliver also set the school record for most touchdowns in a career with 26. Next up for the football team, they will head on the road for the second round of the FCS playoffs this Saturday as they take on 8-seeded Villanova Wildcats. Kickoff from Villanova, Pennsylvania is set for noon, and you can tune in to ESPN Plus and be listened to on 570 WKBN. Now, we are going to send it over to Caleb Ellison for this week's Player Spotlight. Caleb.
Thank you guys. Caleb Ellison here with this week's Penguin Player Spotlight, and it's going to go to none other than senior wide receiver from the football team, Bryce Oliver. Bryce Oliver has had an outstanding season, recently named to the All-Missouri Valley Football Conference second team. Last week against Duquesne, he broke the school record for most receiving touchdowns with 26 total in his YSU career. His 8 touchdowns alone this season lead the team in receiving touchdowns. On top of all that, he is averaging over 15 yards per reception. He has been a #1 target for Mitch Davidson all season long, and the numbers have proven that. Good luck to Bryce Oliver and the rest of the football team this upcoming Saturday when they take on Villanova. Andrew and Cheyenne, back to you guys.
Since the last time we met, the men's basketball team played 3 games, 2 at home and 1 on the road. The Penguins welcomed the Utah Tech Trailblazers to the Beagley Center on Friday, November 17th. YSU started the game hot, going on a 13-4 run and continued to have control of the game from there. Senior DJ Burns scored 16 points and was one of 4 Penguins to score double-digit points. Burns also led with 11 rebounds to record his 3rd double-double of the young season. Youngstown State held its lead for the whole game and defeated the Trailblazers with a final score of 75-68. YSU finished the weekend on Sunday the 19th against the Lake Erie Storm. YSU's offense was electric and powered by sophomore John Lovelace Jr. Lovelace hit 12 of 17 from the field for 29 points in the game. The Penguins took the win over Lake Erie with a final of 79-57. Youngstown State was back on the road on Black Friday playing against the Dayton Flyers. The Penguins got a strong lead in the first half, leading by 10 points at the 7-minute mark. However, the defense could not keep up with the Flyers. Dayton took back the lead in the final minutes of the first half and held on for the rest of the game. With 18 points from senior Brandon Rush, the Penguins couldn't get the ball rolling, losing 77-69. YSU will return home tonight to play its first conference game of the season against Cleveland State Vikings. Tip-off is in Beagley Center and is set for 6:30. The game can be watched on ESPN Plus and listened to on 570 WKBN.
It was a busy Thanksgiving break for the Youngstown State University women's basketball team as they played 3 games. On Sunday, November 19th, the women traveled to West Virginia to face the Mountaineers. Even though they fought hard, they lost 40-94. Dina Geralds, a 5th year from West Virginia, was one of 4 West Virginia natives starting for the Penguins. She led the team with 12 points on 2 3-pointers and 2 3-point plays. The other top scorers for the Penguins were 5th years Paige Shy with 8, Emily Saunders with 6, and Shaylee Kirby with 5 points. 4 West Virginia players scored 10 or more points. The women traveled to Las Vegas on November 24th to take on Rhode Island as well as Northern Arizona. In the game against Rhode Island, the women lost 63-50. Even though their defense was great, forcing 21 turnovers, their offense wasn't strong enough. With 10 points, Kirby led the Penguins. On November 25th, the women lost to Northern Arizona 74-70. It was Shy's best game of her career as she scored 21 points, 13 of which came in the second half. Kirby also had 21 points, which was her best as a Penguin. In the last minute, the Youngstown State women's basketball team came back from being down 19 points in the second half but couldn't finish the big comeback. This Thursday at 6:30 p.m., Youngstown will host Detroit Mercy to start Horizon League play.
The Youngstown State University bowling team concluded its impressive fall schedule with a second-place finish from November 17th through November 19th at the Hawk Classic, which Maryland Eastern Shore hosted. To start day one, the Penguins had a historic day with the program's second-ever perfect game against Fairleigh Dickinson. Youngstown State carried its momentum into day two with 3 more head-to-head match victories to earn the second spot in the standings. Heading into day 3, the bowling team finished the tournament strong with a runner-up finish for the second time this season. Youngstown State will take a break until it hits the lanes from January 19th through the 21st at the Northeast Classic hosted by Sacred Heart.
That's all the time we have for you here at the Penguin Rundown. You can head over and follow us on Instagram and X at Penguin Rundown More. For live stats, news, scores, and updates, head over to YSUathletics.com. I've been Andrew Peterson.
And I'm Cheyenne Gibbons.
Stay safe, Penguins.